So I lied.
You mean?
What do you mean, what do you mean?
Don't they know?
Relax, don't click off just yet. It's not that kind of lie. You see, I always try to make sure every video of mine stays useful to you guys. My plan is to make sure that each minute from the very beginning to the end will portray information that you are bound to find useful. It's a simple trade offer. You give me your time, and I grant you diverse information. So the thing is, when I said everything important in the title, well, that's where the lie comes in. Because let's be honest, what's important to me might not be the same for you. So for me, this video will be about what I feel you find important and useful, and those are the banner lineup for 6.1, perhaps a little sneak peek into 6.2, and also when all Archons are making their rerun. Aside from that, we'll talk about the UGC mode, the chances of us getting Primogems from this mode. Let's be honest, that Primogem is what's important to us. And after that, we're going to talk about a decent percentage of what we can expect in the upcoming Genshin livestream and the leaks. You know, since every Genshin player finds the livestream important and useful, I'd also love to portray such usefulness. But before diving in, we gotta talk about my partner LD Shop. With Flynn's and Yellen finally here, if you're planning to pull for them, then you definitely gotta check out LD Shop. Because right now they're giving up to 30% off all your top-ups. Want a $100 top-up? They've got it for as low as $70. Need a Welkin? No worries, they've also got it with 30% off. And yes, it's safe to be skeptical, but why fear when all they ask for is your UID and server? They won't even ask for your username. Personally, I've used them for my Welkin giveaways and even my personal top-ups, and I've faced absolutely no issues. And as if that wasn't enough, if you spend over $80 in a month, they'll throw in a free Welkin, or its equivalent in any 3 other games. Basically, it's free savings you won't get anywhere else. So go ahead and use my link below to grab your 30% off. Okay, with that said, let's get into it. Now, the special live stream for 6.1 will happen on October 10th, which is 3 days away from now, and also version 6.1 will release on October 22nd, 16 days from now. So things really are closer than expected. Now, the characters on the upcoming banner are Nefer, Arlecchino, Furina, and Zhongli. As I've said before, Nefer will be in the first phase simply because she's a new character. Because you see, if there's only one new character in a patch, then they will always debut in the first phase of that patch. We only have Flynn's in the second phase right now because Llama was also a new character, so she somewhat forced him into the second phase. Now, alongside Nefer, we are expecting Furina to also come in the first phase. The reason behind this is simple. As I've said in past videos, they will pair the current character with someone who will be at least useful for them. Let's take this patch as an example. You see, Llama was paired with Nahida because that's one broken duo. Also, Flynn's was paired with Yellen due to Yellen's outstanding Hydro application, which will in turn be top-notch for electrocharge reactions. So yeah, it's all simple stuffs. If we pair Furina with Nefer now, then that leaves us with Zhongli and Arlecchino in the second phase. That's another duo who have some sort of ways to compensate each other. You know, one problem with Arlecchino is that she doesn't like being healed, as that will reduce her bond of life, which in turn reduces her damage. So in a way, she is fragile, and what better way is there to fix that than to give her a shield, right? It's really that simple. Now, before we move on from the banners, I just want to answer a few banner-related questions I've been getting lately. The first one is from Argoxium. Apparently, he's saving for Mavuika rerun, hoping to save for both her and her weapon. Now, on the contrary, he got a reply from someone saying that she won't appear in 6.0 to 6.5. Okay, so that's an interesting question. Now, one thing I know is that Mavuika is 95% going to rerun in 6.5. The other 5% lies in the sense that Hoyoverse could run another 2 Archons in the same patch. If this happens, then Mavuika will come earlier, but the chances are really slim, so therefore Mavuika is bound for 6.5, with Raiden in 6.4, Columbina in 6.3, and Venti in 6.2. The only 2 characters that could swap places are Venti and Raiden, with Raiden coming earlier in 6.2, and Venti coming later in 6.4. So yeah, if you have any questions, then feel free to ask below. I'll cover them in upcoming videos. With that said, let's move away from banners and quickly cover the UGC mode. I won't waste much time here because we have no reason to. The one thing I'll cover is the Primogems. Now, are we getting Primos in the UGC mode? The straightforward answer is no with a but. You see, whenever Genshin releases a new game mode, they'll compensate players with a tad bit of Primos to see if they can push us there. They did this for the musical game mode as well as the TCG mode. Furthermore, I've checked the UGC Battle Pass and there is not a single Primogem there. The only thing we have is this placeholder where it shows 100 Mora. Now, it's impossible for it to grant us only 100 Mora, so it's most probably a UGC wish place there, or they simply haven't decided yet. Regardless, it's safe to say that the UGC might be a dead end if you're looking for Primos. With that said, let's go over the extra content expected in the next patch. First up on the list, we have extra juicy lore coming to the table. It's called 1,000 Swings, which is a sequel to the current Archon Quest. According to the current leaks, we have voice dialogues from Albedo, Durin, Arlecchino, Varka, and even Dainsleif. So in some way, it's pretty obvious that this Archon Quest will bring goosebumps to the table. Also, if things go as planned, we'll be getting an extra 620 Primogems from completing this Archon Quest early. Now moving on, let's quickly cover the events, and for this, I'll do it in the live stream style, so editor, pull down the curtains please. In 6.1, travelers will be able to obtain a free powerful 4-star weapon from the patch's main flagship event. The weapon is the Sacrificer's Staff, a powerful polearm weapon, which at level 90 provides 620 attack plus an additional 9.2% crit rate. At R6, which you'll be able to get at the event, it'll boost attack by 16% and energy recharge by 12%. This can stack up to 3 times. So yes, travelers will be able to use this weapon for characters who scale on attack, characters like Ian Sun, or future characters which we have in secret for you guys. Aside from the weapon, we're happy to tell you that this event will give travelers an additional 920 Primogems to add to their savings. You'll also be getting a Crown of Insight and many more goodies, so make sure to log in as soon as the event is live to claim your rewards. I can hear travelers asking for a sneak peek at how the event is, so let's take a moment to go over it all. The event is split into 3. In the first one, the mechanical puzzle parsing paradigm, you must help your puzzle pal reach the destination by flexibly using various buffs. Challenges will contain puzzle star badges that puzzle pals need to pick up. Try as many ways as you can to pick these up and bring them to the destination. Your puzzle pal's movement speed is increased for a period of time after obtaining this. Your puzzle pal can freeze nearby water surfaces for a period of time after obtaining this, allowing them to walk over the frozen surfaces. Wind currents will be unable to affect your puzzle pal for a period of time after obtaining this. And lastly, your puzzle pal will instantly leap into the air after obtaining this. For the second section of this event, we have Skillful Scouting. In Skillful Scouting, you must pilot the scout bots. When the color of your scouting buddy matches the color of the tracks, it will advance at full speed. Alternatively, it will be forced to slow down when the colors don't match. During the challenge, you can switch tracks by jumping while facing the corresponding direction. Scouting companions can double jump to remain in the air over longer distances or switch tracks multiple times in succession. And lastly, for this event, we have Safe Engagement Training. This is simply an event where you obtain buffs to defeat upcoming enemies. Travelers are very conversant with such events, so we're sure you know what to do. And with that, we've covered the important part of the events. Log in on October 22nd to see what other surprises await you. So yeah, that's it for events. There are 2 more events that grant 420 primos each, but let's not waste more time talking about those. Also, I should point out, if you like seeing so far into the future on leaks like these, then follow me on Twitter. Also, I might start doing the same for Discord, so yeah, feel free to join below. We also host free giveaways, so it's simply a win-win for you guys. Now, before wrapping up, I have to correct my mistake. In version 6.1 or Luna 2, we're not expecting any new map expansion, so yeah, no primos from there, which in turn means you should save your wishes as much as you can. There isn't many green bushes or grasses in the future as you may think. Now, one thing I'd have loved to cover would be the quality of life changes, but it somehow seems that there are absolutely none for this patch, so we'll simply ignore that. With that said, let's spend this last minute answering your comment questions. The first question is from Abdel. For context, according to Durin Kit, it seems that using an Hexenzirkel member is essential for him to work. So now, for this reason, Abdel is smelling a Mondstadt's Chronicle banner. Now, first of all, yes and no. To be fair, we can't expect any Chronicle banner until 6.7 or above. Secondly, the majority of the Hexenzirkel members aren't from Mondstadt. The only one who's confirmed so far is Mona. Klee, being a daughter of a Hex member, really confirms nothing, so for now, let's hold our horses and work with what's solid. So no Chronicle banner in sight. For the second and last comment, we have Existenza. They're asking for a probability count. They said that, I have 120 wishes, 0 pity, and I'm on 50-50. What are my chances of getting Durin and his weapon? Interesting question. You see, within now and Durin debut, we have 1.5 patches. Now, on average, we can save 70 wishes per patch. Therefore, by Durin's patch, you can be expected to have saved an extra 95 wishes minimum. Taking that value to Hutaobot website, we input 215 wishes, which is 95 plus your original 120 wishes. We also input your parameters. You're on 50-50 and have 0 pity. Thanks for that info, they really are helpful. After inputting all those values and accounting for capture radiance, it shows that you have a 100% chance of getting Durin and a 73% chance of getting his weapon. Do note that this is considering the worst case scenario, and if you're a subscriber of mine, you'll probably be lucky and won't have to go that far. So you know, the subscribe button is looking cute, do me that favor of clicking it. Anyway, that's the wrap for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Do take care of yourselves, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.